Hi, let me start this video session by focusing my mobile into the pure love between a son and mother. Okay, so in the last video we have discussed about you know what is linear equation one variable, how we can distinguish when you see an expression, how we can distinguish whether it is a linear equation one variable or not, isn't it? And then afterwards we solved a few linear equation in one variable. And how to solve what is a linear equation in one variable, how we can distinguish whether the expression is a linear equation in one variable. First condition, there should be the presence of equality sign, and the second condition is there should be only one variable. There cannot be any two variables, there should be only one variable. Usually variables are x, y and z. So if x is there, only x should if the variable is x, there exists only one variable x. Suppose if there exists variable x and y, we cannot say it is linear equation one variable. So in order to check whether the expression is a linear equation one variable, first of all we have to make sure that there exists only one variable. Then there should exist an equality sign, and the power of the variable should be always +1. The power of the variable should be always +1. We have seen an expression at the first look that was a linear equation one variable, but here in that question, in that variable, the specialty is the variable involved in the denominator. So when we take to that numerator side, that the power become -1. You may have seen that expression. So in that case, that if the variable is in denominator, that cannot be, we cannot call it as a linear equation one variable. So the condition is there should be an equality sign, there should exist only one variable, and the power of the variable should be always +1. And after that we discussed how to solve a linear equation in one variable. The solving a linear equation in one variable is we need much alert. See, we have to be much alert when we solve a linear equation in one variable, isn't it? We have to make that variable stand on the one side, and we have to remove all the terms with that variable towards the right side, isn't it? Suppose if the variable is in the LHS side, maintain variable in that side itself and take all the terms with that x to the opposite side, then the sign will reverse. In that way we discuss, and through this video session we are going to explore more questions, and we are going to explore how to solve out different kind of questions. I'm going to introduce much questions for solving. Okay, shall we go for that? Okay. And for a change, I'm using, instead of using my whiteboard, now I'm using a A4 sheet. And let me for a change, okay, and suppose if the video is not clear, you have to call me and inform me, so the video is not clear much, so you can do with the whiteboard itself. You can suggest me like that, okay. And let me open my task. Let me solve few more equations for you. Okay, you have to practice well, you have to learn the problem, practice twice, and don't by heart, just understand the method we used in each question, we are going to use in each question. Okay, so instead of going to a new problem, let me revise the problem we have discussed in the last video. So can we do that? Okay, so first question is solve 2 minus x is equal to 3. How we can solve this question? My question is solve 2 minus x is equal to 3. 2 minus x is equal to 3. How we can solve this question? What we have to do first? So we which is the variable here? X. X is in the LHS side or RHS side. Here x lies in the LHS side. So what I have to do is make this x stand in the LHS side itself with the sign. If it is plus, no need to write. Since it is minus, you have to write that sign with that. Okay. And right side, what is there in the right side? 3. Right side, the number as it is, you are right. And what we supposed to do, we are going to take this 2 to right side. What is the sign of 2? If there is no sign, it means +2. So when you take to right side, it become -2. Now we just see, it become minus x is equal to what is 3 minus 2? 1. Minus x is equal to 1 means x will be what? -1. Okay, this is the solution. Once again repeating. So in order to solve this type of a question, what we have to do is make the variable in that side itself alone. So with the sign you are right. Since it is minus, you are right that minus. And right side as it is that number. then take this 2 to right side. Since it is plus 2, you are right, when you take to right side it become minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So minus x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1. And you can verify also. How we can verify? Let us go to verification. So in order to verify, once you do, we have to get 2 minus x as 3. So let me calculate 2 minus x now. So 2 as it is, then minus as it is, then x. What we got? X is x itself, it is minus 1. So minus 1. So when both minus came together, it become 2 plus 1, that is nothing but 3. So we got the RHS side. We reached in RHS side. Suppose if this is not a solution, we will not get the right side correctly, but we got the right side correctly. That means it itself is the solution. You may understood, isn't it? And let me take the next type of question, like some 2 into x is equal to 6. Suppose if the question is 2 into x is equal to 6, what we have to do? We have to find out the solution. That is the question. What we have to do here? Just make this x stand in the LHS side itself, and which is the sign of x. You cannot consider multiplication as the sign. Sign should be always plus or minus. If there is no sign, that means plus is there, so no need to write. And equality as it is, then right side 6, you are supposed to write 6 there, and then it is a time to take 2. So in the previous problem and this problem is different. Here 2 is multiplied with x. So when you take this 2 to right side, it become in the division part 6 by 2. What is the operation we made here? The opposite will come when you take the right side. So here 2 is multiplied with x. So make x stand in the LHS side itself. Write 6. Since 2 is multiplied with x, when you take this 2 to right side, it become division part 6 by 2 is nothing but 3. This is the solution. And let me introduce another different kind of a question. Let me introduce another way of asking, like solve. Let me increase the clarity. Okay, increased. Solve some 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. Suppose the question is solve 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. We have to find out the value of x, isn't it? How we can solve this expression? What we have to do first is, see here 2 and x is multiplied together. That means you have to call it as a single term. Here 2 and x is multiplied together, no? 2x is nothing but 2 into x. 2x is nothing but 2 into x. That means 2 and x are multiplied together. So it is a single term. So what we can do, what we have to do is, by using the just one step, we cannot separate x. Why? Because here 2x is bound together. Okay, so what we have to do in this kind of question, we have to go for a step-by-step approach. Listen. What we have to do is instead of maintaining x in the left side, what I am going to do first is maintain 2x in the left side. Why? Because 2x is a single term. Now at the first step, by using a single step, I cannot separate 2 and x because it is bound together. It is like friendship. They are best friends. So I cannot separate by using the first step. So what I am going to do is I am going to maintain the 2x itself in the left side. And what is there in the right side? 5. Then first you just take this plus 3 to right side. So when you take plus 3 to right side, it become minus 3. Once again repeating, 2 makes one of best friends. That's multiplication. Multiplication is strong relation. That's bound separate 2x in right equality. Right side 5 plus 3 minus 3. Step by step x okay. Now we got 2x is equal to 5 minus 3 is what? 2. So we got 2x is equal to 2 now. Then it is a time to separate x. Now you can make this x in the LHS side itself. And what is right side? 2. And since 2 is multiplied with x, when you take the 2 to right side, it becomes division. Divide by 2. We took 2 to right side. Since it is multiplied with x, when you take to right side, it becomes 2. Right side 2 itself 2 divided by this 2. What is 2 by 2? 1. So the solution of x or value of x is equal to 1. You can verify also. How we can verify? Once you calculate 2x plus 3, we have to get 5. So this is verification. Okay, verification 2x plus 3. That means what is the value of x? We got 1. So 2 into 1 plus 3. What is 2 into 1? 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. We are getting 5. See? So this is a method of doing. You may understand, isn't it? Let me introduce another question, like some y by 3 plus 5 is equal to 7. But y by 3 plus 5 is equal to 7. Here the question is, you have to write the question as solve y by 3 plus 5 is equal to 7. That means here the variable is y instead of x. We have to find out the value of y such that that value should satisfy this expression. Okay. And how we can solve it? So just like multiplication, if that operation is division, can you consider y by 3 as two different terms? No, it is a single term, because multiplication and division will just like a friendship. If the operation is multiplication or division in between, you have to consider it as a single term. So this, it is a single term. So just like the previous example, we cannot separate this from the by using the one step itself. We have to go for step-by-step process. What we have to do here, just maintain y by 3 in the left side as it is, and what is there in the right side? 7. Then take this plus 5 to right side, it become minus 5. You may understood, no? So it becomes y by 3 is equal to, what is 7 minus 5? 2. Now it is the time to separate y. What we can do, just make y in the left side and let it be there in the left side. What is there in the right side? 2 is there in the right side. Now it is a time to take by 3 to right side. Since it is here the 3, here the operation is division, no? By using 3 we divided y. So when you take to right side, it become the opposite operation, that means multiplication. So into 3. Y by 3 is equal to 2 becomes, you just make y in the LHS side equality as it is, then this 2 as it is, see this 2. Then it is a time to separate y. So now it is a time to take this divide by 3 to right side. When you take divide by 3 to right side, it become multiplied by 3. So 2 into 3 is nothing but what? 6. So we got the value of y as 6. If you want, you can verify. We have to get y by 3 plus 5 as 7, no? So let me go to verification. So y by 3 plus 5 is nothing but, what is y? We got the value of y as 6. 6 by 3 plus 5. What is 6 by 3? 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. We got the value of, we got 7. See, we are getting the same 7, isn't it? So this is the step-by-step process. I am repeating once again. Y by 3 is equal to y by 3 plus 5 is equal to 7. How we can do this question? Make this y by 3 in the LHS side itself. What is there in the RHS side? 7. Then plus 5 to right side, it become minus 5. In this way, you have to go for a step-by-step process. So y by 3 become 2. So y is equal to, now we can maintain y in the LHS side and divide by 3. When you take to right side, it become into 3. So 2 into 3 is 6. So this is the verification process. Okay. So you may understood this question, and let me tell you one thing. These each questions are each concept. Each questions are each concept. So no, see, don't consider these are silly questions in between. Sir is giving some silly questions. Let it be. Don't consider like that. Each question is each concept. You have to when you solve this, when you practice this kind of questions, you have to understand that these are each concept. Because more standard problems are waiting for us. In order to do that standard problem, we have to understand these kind of silly concepts. That's why I am giving this concept through some simple examples. So you have to consider this question as each concept in this chapter. Okay. And let me give you different kind of question. You know, when we started this chapter, we were in the least level. Then we come up to the next level. Then we came up to the next level. Then came to the next level. In that way the process is going on, because we started with most simple problem. No, now we can do little bit difficult problem, and we are in that way I am increasing the difficulty level of the question. And shall we go to the next question? Okay, and this is your next question. Solve t by 5 is equal to 10. Here which is a variable t, and that variable is the numerator part, so no problem, it is a linear equation, two variable. So only one variable is there, that is in the numerator part, of course. So its power should be always plus 1 since it is in the numerator part. Suppose if the variable is in the denominator part, we found an expression like that, that was not a linear equation, one variable. But here there is no problem, equality sign is there, one variable is there, power is 1, so it is a linear equation, one variable. How to solve out this equation? Okay, in order to solve out this equation, just write the question first. T by 5 is equal to 10. Okay, we have to find out the value of t. So usually the variables are in the form x, y, z, I told you, know, but sometimes it can be any alphabets. We just align like that. The variables can be any alphabet, but we need only one variable at a time. Okay, so here the question is t by 5 is equal to 10. How we can find out the value of t? See, I told you, suppose if the question is t by 5 plus 2 is equal to 10. Suppose the question is t by 5 plus 2 is equal to 10. What we have to do first, t by 5 make stand in the LHS side, then take the plus 2 to right side, it become 10 minus 2. In that way we have to continue. So it become t by 5 is equal to 8. Then it is a time to write t in the LHS side. Now it is the time to take this by 5 to right side, it become 8, right side is 8, no? When you take the by 5 to right side, it became into 5. In that way we will get the solution. 8 into 5 is 40. But here the question is t by 5 is equal to 10. Here is there any number with the t by 5? No number. So by using a single step we can solve it out. How, what we have to do, just make this t stand in the LHS side, and right side is 10, right as it is. Then it is the time to take this by 5 to right side, it become into 5. Since it is the denominator part, it means it is in the division part. So when you take to right side, it become multiplication. 10 into 5 is what? 50. So we got the value of t as 50. And let us verify also. And how we can verify this? What we have to get when we calculate t by 5, we have to get 10. So what is t by 5? We got t as what? 50. 50 by 5 is nothing but when you cancel 50 and 5, which is common factor in 50 and 5, 5 is a common factor. In 5, how many 5? 1. In 5, how many 5? 1. Then 0. Answer is 10 by 1 is nothing but 10. We got the result, no? We got the result, no? 10. Okay. Actually, let me tell you the truth. Now we were solving questions from exercise 2.1, and see this question we already solved in the last video. Here this question solved. Now this question is solved. In between I will choose from exercise also. Okay, and which if and this question I left, that you have to do it as an activity. Which all question I am leaving, you have to do it as an activity. So which all question I did, you can mark it in the textbook, and the remaining question you have to solve it as homework. Okay. And next is a very important question. Solve 2x by 3 is equal to 18. Solve 2x by 3 is equal to 18. So what we have to do here, it is, say, you can you consider it as 1, 2, 3 times? No, you have to consider it as a single time. Why? Because which is the operation in between 2 and x, multiplication, and which is the operation between 2x and 3, division. So in short, this is a single time, because multiplication and division will not separate the time. It's a single time. So in order to take in, if it is a single time, it is just like your friendship. It is so strong. So in order to solve it out, we have to go for step-by-step process. You know how, why you know it is another concept. Learn that. Please practice well this question, because it is one of the very important question. 2x by 3 is equal to 18. What I am doing is, I am going to make this 2x stand in the LHS side. That means I am going to make the 2x only in the LHS side first. Okay, I told you we have to go for a step-by-step process. What I am see, this question is little bit different from this question. Can you identify what is the difference of this question and this question? And see, you have to distinguish the question. You have to understand the difference between questions. Are you following me? Once you understand the difference between question only, you can learn the concept well. What is the difference of this question and this question? Here it is t by 5 only. Is there any term just before t? No. Is there any term multiplied with the t here? No. But here there is. Here the variable is x, but 2 is multiplied with x. So this question and this question, little bit difference is there, but the method we are going to do is same. So listen. So what I am going to do is 2x just maintain in the left hand side itself, and equality sign as it is, and this 18 as it is. Any problem? No problem, no. And now I am going to take this 3 to right side, and here it is in the denominator part, no. That means 2x I divided with the 3. Since when you take this 3 to right side, it become multiplication. That means just like the previous question, 18 into 3. Okay, so we got 2x is equal to 18 into 3. And one way is you can multiply 18 into 3 and you can convert it as a single number. What is 18 into 3? 18 into 3 is, I think, 54. You can write it as 54. Otherwise, what you can do is just make 18 into 3 as it is. Then, now it is a time to maintain x alone. I told you, നമ്മൾ ഭയങ്കര ഒരു ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പിന് ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫ്രണ്ട് തമ്മിൽ ഭയങ്കര ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പാണ്. അപ്പം വേറൊരാൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് നിൻ്റെ അമ്മയ്ക്ക് ആ ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമല്ല. അപ്പോൾ അമ്മ പറഞ്ഞു, നീ ആ ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പ് വേണ്ട കേട്ടോ ആ കുട്ടിയായിട്ടുള്ള. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ കളയുക? നമ്മൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് അമ്മ വന്നിട്ട് ഇനിയും നീ അവളോട് മിണ്ടണ്ട എന്നിട്ട് ഇപ്പം ഒരു പെൺകുട്ടിയും വേറൊരു പെൺകുട്ടിയും നമ്മൾ ഭയങ്കര സുഹൃത്തുക്കളാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക, 2 പെൺകുട്ടികൾ. അപ്പം അമ്മയ്ക്ക് ഈ ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പ് ഇഷ്ടമല്ല. അപ്പോൾ അമ്മ വന്നിട്ട് വേഗം ഒരു കത്തി എടുത്തിട്ട് വന്നിട്ട് ഇനി ആ ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പ് വേണ്ടാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നടുക്ക് ഒരു വര വരച്ചാൽ പറ്റുമോ? ഇല്ല. എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? ചെറുതായി കുറച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരണം. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എക്സുമായിട്ട് 2ഉം 3 ഒക്കെ കടുത്ത ഫ്രണ്ട്ഷിപ്പിൽ. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, ആദ്യം എക്സിൻ്റെ കൂടെ 2നെ നിർത്തിയിട്ട് 3നെ മെല്ലെ മാറ്റുന്നു, പിന്നെ അങ്ങനെ പിന്നെ എക്സിനെ അവിടെ ഒറ്റയ്ക്കാക്കുന്നു. Now it is the time to make x alone in the LHS side, and what is there in the right side? 18 into 3 as it is. Then it is the time to take this 2 to right side, but you just see here 2 is multiplied with x. No, when you take to right side, it become in the division part. This kind of things are there. Because if there is no sign in between, it means multiplication. When you take the 2 which is multiplied with x to the right side, it become in the division part. Okay, once again repeating, 2x by 3 is equal to 18 is the question. 2x make stand in the LHS side as it is, and here divide by 3, when you take to right side, it become into 3. Then this time as it is, you can write down, and now it is the time to take this 2 to right side. When you take this 2 to right side, since 2 is multiplied with x, when you take to right side, it become in the division part, so divide by 2. Now it is the time to cancel 2, and now what you can do is you can multiply 18 into 3 and you can divide by 2. Otherwise, if is there any cancellation possible? Yes, of course you can cancel 2 and 18, which is a common factor for 2 and 18. 2 is a common factor. In 2 how many 2? 1. In 18 how many 2? 9. So we got the result as 9 into 3 is 27. So in short, the solution is value of x is nothing but 27. Okay, and we can verify also. When you substitute here, in that way you can verify also. Okay. So next question also very important question and very simple to solve also. Solve 1.6 is equal to y divided by 1.5. It is not just like previous question. Here y divided by 1.5 is a single term, but still there is no term in front of y. So with one step itself we will get the answer. If there is a number, we have to go for 2 steps, isn't it? If there is a number exists here. Okay, and see, and here the question is 1.6 is equal to y divided by 1.5 now, and how we can solve it out. See, here I am going to maintain the y as it is in the right side. What is the difference of this question from the previous question? Here variable is in the RHS side, isn't it? Let it be, no problem. So make y stand in the RHS side, and what is there in the left side? 1.6, and isn't it, just write as it is, and just take this 1.5 to left side, and since it is in the division part, when you take the left side, it become multiplied with this number. So here you have to write that number here. So multiplied 1.5. So y is equal to 1.6. When you take this 1.5 to left side, it become multiplication. Anyway, operation will reverse. Okay, so y will what is the answer of y? 1.6 into 1.5 will give you y. How we can multiply 1.6 and 1.5? Just multiply 16 into 15. Instead of multiplying 1.6 into 1.5, just multiply 16 into 15. What is the result? 240. No, that means y is equal to 240. But it is a time to give the decimal point. Here how many decimal position is there? 1. You must start counting from the rightmost side. So 1. Here 1. So altogether 2. So 1, 2. Here you have to give the point. So what is the value of y? 2.40, or 2.4 is the value of y. I told you each question is each concept. If the question is in this format, you have to use this method. And let me introduce another question. And this is not included in your textbook, but this is very important. Let me explain that question for you. Okay, it's a different concept. See, and suppose some students may think that how many concepts are there. So if there any chance of forgetting concept? No. If you practice well mathematics, if you practice well, you will not forget anything. Okay, so practice well twice. You just practice twice. Don't buy hard. If you buy hard, I challenge you, I promise you, you will not get anything in the exam. Don't buy hard. Use your sense. You just understand the method. Enough. So let me go to the next question. Okay, this is your question, and here you can understand the difference of this question from the previous question. I'm not going to explain that. You may understood, isn't it? And what I am going to do is, here what is right side? Y plus 1 divided by 1.5. No, so if the question is like this, what I will do is I will maintain this y plus 1 as it is in the right side. You know, I already explained you, if there is anything with this y in this, see, you know, here 1.6 is equal to y plus 1 divided by 1.5 is the question, isn't it? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to maintain this y plus 1 as it is in the right side, and now I'm going to take this divided by 1.5 to left side. Since it is in the division part, when you take to left side, it become multiplied with 1.6. That means 1.6 you have to write first, then when you take to 1.5 to left side, it become into 1.5. And we got the result in the previous question. What is 1.6 into 1.5? It was 2.4, no? So we got 2.4 is equal to y plus 1. And now it is the time to separate y. Just make y stand in the right side. And what is there in the LHS side? 2.4. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം, ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പുറമുള്ളൊരു സാധനത്തിന് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് എടുക്കുമ്പം അത് അവിടെ എഴുതിയിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ അപ്പുറത്തോട്ടായിരുന്നു നമ്മൾ എഴുതുക, അല്ലേ? ഇവിടെയുള്ളൊരു സാധനത്തിന് നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പം നേരത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമ്മൾ കണ്ടില്ലായിരുന്നോ? എന്താണ് ഇപ്പം നേരത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നോക്കാം. നമ്മളിതാ -x നിർത്തി, എന്നിട്ട് ആ 3 അതുപോലെ എഴുതി. നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത് 2 - x = 3 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഞാനിവിടെ -x ഇവിടെ നിർത്തി, 3 ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് എഴുതി. എന്നിട്ട് ഈ 2 ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പോകുമ്പം ഈ ആദ്യം 3 എഴുതിയതിന് ശേഷം അതിൻ്റെ അപ്പുറത്തോട്ടാണ് ഈ 2 വരുന്നത്. കാരണം ഇവിടുത്തെ ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത, ഇവിടെ LHS സൈഡിലാണ് വേരിയബിൾ ഉള്ളത്. RHS സൈഡിലോട്ട് പോകുമ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയാണ് കൊണ്ടുപോകുക. ആദ്യം അവിടെ ഉള്ളത് എഴുതിയിട്ട് പിന്നെയാണ് അടുത്തത് അങ്ങോട്ട് എടുക്കുക. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ വന്നൊരു പ്രത്യേകത അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചെറിയൊരു മാറ്റം. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിലെ മാറ്റം എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇവിടെ വേരിയബിൾ എവിടെയാണ്? RHS സൈഡിലാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളെങ്ങനെയെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ 2.4 is equal to y plus 1 you may understood. Then the very next step, you just write the y as it is in the RHS side and 2.4 here in the LHS side. And this is the time to take this plus 1 with the y to the left side. Okay, so when you take something to the left side, whatever the things in the left side you have to write first, and here you have to leave a space for that number. So when you take the plus 1 to left side, it becomes -1. So y will be 2.4 minus 1. What is that? 1.4 is nothing but y. The value of y will be 1.4. You may understood. Send it. Okay. Next question is solve 14y minus 8 is equal to 13. So this is the question. In order to find out the value of y, what we have to do? So you know well. Tell me. Yes, maintain 14y in the left side. Right side 13, right as it is. Then it is the time to take this -8 to right side. Isn't it? Part by part process, step by step process. So we got 14y is equal to 13. What is 13 plus 8? 13 plus 8 is nothing but 21. And then what is the value of y? Now you can maintain the y itself in the left side and take this 14 to right side. Since 14 is multiplied with the y, when you take the right side, you have to write this for 21 first, then divide by 14. The value of y will be 21 divided by 14. So we got the value of y as 21 divided by 14. Can you cancel with any number? Yes, because 7 is a common multiple for 21 and 14. In 14, how many 7s are there? 2. In 21, how many 7s are there? 3. So answer of y is 3 by 2. We got the value of y as 3 by 2. What did let me explain once again. This is a term, this is another term. Can you consider it as a two term? No, it is a single term because 14 and y multiply together, and this is a separate term. What we can do is just take this separate term to the right side first, then in that way step by step process we can separate y. So we got the value of y as what? 3 by 2. You may understand. And how we can verify? In order to verification, in order to check, what we can do, once you calculate 14y minus 8, we have to get 13. So 14y minus 8 is nothing but 14 into y. Y is nothing but 3 by 2. We got the value of y as 3 by 2. 14y minus 8 is nothing but 14 into y we got as 3 by 2, no? So 3 by 2 minus 8 as it is. 14y minus 8. 14y minus 8. Now just see, can you cancel? Is there any cancellation possible? Yes, 2 and 14 cancel because in this way cross cancellation is possible because the operation is multiplication. So can you cancel 2 and 14? Yes, because 2 is a common factor for 2 and 14. In 2 how many? 2, 1. In 14 how many? 2, 7. So 7 into 3 is 21. 21 minus 8. What is 21 minus 8? Can you tell me what is 21 minus 8? 13. So we got the value as 13, and see 13 itself is the RHS side. So it is matching. So hence we verified. Next is question. You have to write the question as solve 17 plus 6p is equal to 9. Solve 17 plus 6p is equal to 9. So how we can solve? Here which is the variable involved? Here p is the variable involved, isn't it? And here, this is a term and this is a term. Okay. What we have to do here? What we have to do first? First of all, can you separate 6p directly? No. What we have to do first? You just write 6p as it is. Then what is the right side? 9. And take this 17 to right side. When you take this plus 7, it is 17 is not multiplied with the 6p, no, 17 is added with it. Okay, so no problem. And how you did the question 2 plus x is equal to 4, in the same method we can use here. Same method we are going to use here, because here 2 and x are added together, isn't it? So what we did here, maintain x in the LHS side, and what is the RHS side? 4, and take this 2. The 2 is nothing but plus 2, no, plus 2. When you take this, when you write x as it is, you have to make sure the sign is plus, otherwise you have to write minus. Since the sign is plus, you just write as it is, and right side is 4 now. When you take this 2 to right side, it become 4 minus 2. We did in this method this kind of question, and same method now we have to apply here, because something plus a variable is equal to 9. Instead of variable, 6p is there. That is the only one difference. So here I maintain x in the LHS side. Here I am going to maintain 6p in the LHS side. And here RHS side I written as 4. Then plus 2 to right side it is minus 2. Okay. Here RHS side is 9. Then 17 to right side it become minus 17. You may understood. Okay. And when you maintain 6p, its sign is plus. That's why I am not writing plus there. Okay. So 6p is equal to what is 9 minus 17? Minus 8. 9 minus 17 is nothing but minus 8. Then what is the value of p? Can you tell me the value of p now? P is nothing but right side is minus 8 as it is. It is the time to take 6 to right side. Since 6 is multiplied with the p, when you take to right side it become division part. Minus 8 by 6. How can you reduce minus 8 by 6 with any number? Yes, we can reduce by 2. In 6, how many? 2, 3. In 8, how many? 2, 4. So answer is minus 4 by 3. We got the value of p as minus 4 by 3. Now it is a time to verification. Let us verify. Okay. How we can verify? Once you calculate 17 plus 6p, we have to get 9. So let me calculate 17 plus 6p. And see, let me introduce another method of verification for a change. See, in order to, in this way also verify. Write LHS and write RHS. What is LHS here? So I am introducing another way of verification, and now onwards let us do this method for a change. Okay, and actually this is the correct way of verification. Let me introduce now. LHS means what is in the LHS side, what is in the left hand side of the equality sign, that is LHS. What is there? 17 plus 6p. So write that 17 plus 6p. And what is RHS? 9 as it is. And here RHS nothing we can do because it is a single number. Here there is no here nothing we can do because it is the most simplified form. But LHS is 17 plus 60. Here we have to do something. 17 plus 6 into 17 plus 6 into what is p? P we got it as minus 4 by 3. You may understood, no? Okay. So we have reached 17 plus 6 into minus 4 by 3. And can you cancel it? 3 and 6? Yes, of course. In 3 how many 3? 1. In 6 how many 3? 2. So answer is 17 plus what is 2 into minus 4? What is 2 into minus 4? Minus 8. What is 17 plus minus 8? Find the difference and give the bigger number sign. So 9 plus 9. So we got when we simplified LHS we got as 9. And RHS is already 9. So if your answer is correct, LHS should be equal to RHS. Here LHS and RHS are equal, no? LHS we got 9 and RHS is already 9. So here it means that LHS become equal to RHS. This is a way of verification. If LHS is not equal to RHS, not verified. Maybe the answer is wrong. But here LHS become equal to RHS, so it is verified. So this is your question now. Solve x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 7 by 15. So what I can do here? I am not going to explain again and again the method. Okay, you may thorough with the method. So what I am going to do here? Make x by 3 in the left side. And what is there in the right side? 7 by 15. Take this plus 1 to right side, minus 1. Because here we can go for a step-by-step process. Okay. Because it is not a simple question. So x by 3 is equal to, here we have to do what is 7 by 15 minus 1. So what I did here, make x by 3 in the left side. And right side is 7 by 15. And take this plus 1 to right side as always. This type of question we solved. Only the difference is the numbers may be different, the question pattern is different, but the same concept we are using here. And here we have to calculate 7 by 15 minus 1. What we can do here? 1, can you write 1 by 1? Yes. Now we can cross multiply. What is 7 into 1? What is 7 into 1? 7. Then this side minus what is 15 into 1? 15. Then divide by what is 15 into 1? 15. 7 into 1? 7. Then this minus 15 into 1 15, divide by 15 into 1 is 15. Okay, so we got x by 3 as what is 7 minus 15. So we got x by 3 as what is 7 minus 15. 7 minus 15 is minus 8 by 15, minus 8 by 15. So we got x by 3 as minus 8 by 15. You may understood. Now it is the time to make x in the LHS side alone. Now it is the time to separate x. It is the correct time to separate x. In between, after each step, it is better to give a that implies. So it implies that maintain x in the LHS side now. And what is RHS side? Minus 8 by 15. Right as it is. And now it is the time to take this divide by 3 to right side. When you take this divide by 3 to right side, it become multiplied with 3. So we got x as minus 8 by 15 into 3. Is there any cancellation possible? Yes, of course. 3 and 15 can be cancelled because which is the in this here the operation is multiplication. So in this way of cancellation is possible. In this way is possible. Here we cannot cancel. That's why I am going to cancel 3 and 15, which is a common factor for 3 and 15. 3 itself is a common factor. In 3, how many 3? 1. In 15, how many 3? 5. So we got the answer of x as what is minus 8 into 1. What is minus 8 into 1? Minus 8 divided by 5. So we got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. We got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. Let me repeat the method once again. So this is your question. It was the question x by 3 plus 1 is equal to 15. What I did is just maintain x by 3 in the left side because they are they are friends. So I cannot separate at the very first step because since the operation is division, it's a single time. I cannot separate x now. What I'm going to do is just write 7 by 15 as it is. Take this plus 1 to right side, it become minus 1. Then you can give a denominator 1 and you can cross multiply and you can reduce. So we reached at minus 8 by 15. LHS right as it is down. Then x by 3 is equal to minus 8 by 15. Then what I did, x you just maintain the left side and it is the time to take divide by 3 to right side. It become multiplied by 3. 8 minus 8 by 15 into 3. Then here one cancellation is possible. In that way we got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. We got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. Now it is a time to verify. And in the previous method, we can use that method here in order to verify. In order to verify, we have to write what? We have to write LHS and RHS separately. Okay, let me write LHS, then afterwards I will solve RHS. I will write RHS. Okay, what is LHS? LHS is nothing but the left side of the equation, that is nothing but x by 3 plus 1. Isn't it? X by 3 plus 1. Isn't it? See, LHS of the equation is x by 3 plus 1 and RHS is 7 by 15. That we will write afterwards. So I have to simplify anyway LHS. What is LHS? X by 3 plus 1. And what is the value of x we got? I got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. I got the value of x as minus 8 by 5. So replace x by minus 8 by 5. So I repeat this x by minus 8 by 5. Then after writing x is nothing but minus 8 by 5. After writing x, you have to write this division sign. So minus 8 by 5 is nothing but x, no? So it is actually x by 3. So this is x now, divide by, see, by as it is, then this 3 as it is, plus 1. You may understood. Okay. And now it is a time, can we write this 3 as 3 by 1? And so 3 we can, of course we can write it as 3 by 1. And this is a fraction, no? And this is another fraction, no? How we can divide two fraction? Multiply with its reciprocal. You know that method. That means numerator fraction as it is minus 8 by 5, then division will be converted into multiplication. At that time you are supposed to take the reciprocal of 3 by 1, that is nothing but what? 1 by 3, then plus 1 as it is. You know how to multiply with the reciprocal. And here, is there any cancellation possible? No cancellation possible. So what is minus 8 into 1? Minus 8. What is 5 into 3? 15 plus 1 as it is. 1 you can write 1 by 1 and simplify this by using cross multiplication. What is minus 8 into 1? Minus 8. Sign plus. What is 15 into 1? 15. Divide by 15 into 1 is 15. What is minus 8 plus 15? Find the difference. What is the difference between 8 and 15? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7. And give the bigger number sign. Bigger number is plus. So plus 15. Bigger number is 15. Its sign is plus. So answer will be 7. 7 by 15. And now it is the time to write RHS. LHS is over, no? And what is RHS? What is RHS? RHS is itself 7 by 15. See, now you just compare both LHS and RHS. They are matching. They are equal. Since LHS equal, now it is, you can write that implies LHS equal to RHS. Hence it is verified. See, the questions the questions which I solved from exercise 2.1 I marked by using red ink, and only very few questions I left, because all the remaining important problem I solved. For only 1 or 2 questions I left, that you have to do it as an activity. Okay, so you can understand that this video duration is almost it is reaching more than 40 minutes, almost 45 minutes. Okay, so what we have to do is, when you watch this video, please, I beg you, please watch in a proper way. That means while you're watching, you have to think, why sir have written like this, what is the reason for S, and that was the reason. Okay, in that way you have to think, use the brain. If the brain is not working, take a small hammer and do like this, then it will get a vibrate, it will get vibrate. In that way the brain will work. Anyway, use the brain and please learn the problem well. Practice question by writing. And you know, we have discussed a bundle of questions today, and in each question we used different of approaches, isn't it? So that approach you have to learn. That doesn't mean you have to by heart the approach. No, learn the approach. See, if you learn the approach in a correct way, then only we can solve the coming problem. You know, this chapter is filled with many problems, filled with many, means a number of questions are there waiting for us. So this is the first exercise. We just started only. First exercise itself, it is little bit difficult to solve some type of question, isn't it? So what you have to do is practice the same. Just after watching the video, I'm not going to give you much activity. So that doesn't mean after watching the video, take a chair and sit there. No, not like that. Just after watching the video, what you have to do is just take exercise 2.1 and take each question, try to solve yourself and compare with the backside answer of your textbook. Otherwise, compare with the, see, I solved all questions for you, know. So compare the answer, your answer, and with me, and in that way you have to practice and just learn all the question well. And in the next exercise, next video link, I'm going to start the next exercise 2.2. So what I have to say is, what I supposed to say is, you know, just before starting the next exercise, you have to make sure that every problem in exercise 2.1 I understood all the problems well. Okay, so in that way you have to set your goals. Okay, and let me conclude the video and have a nice day. Take care, wear your mask. Okay, corona is spreading everywhere. Just stay away from the corona and stay safe, and wish you a very smart learning. Thank you.